Hi guys, I am Adam. Let me tell you guys one certain thing, that no one knows how uncertain the life is. You can be happy at one moment, and a tragedy can happen to you the next moment. Similar thing happened to me a few years ago, from which I haven't come out still. We were a group of 6 friends. I, Joseph, Kevin, George, Thomas, and Peter. Since high school, and after graduation, everyone moved to different cities for jobs and stuff. All of us had big jobs and were happy in our lives. But we always used to plan a meetup every year and got together for one weekend. We used to choose a place of one's choice every year and then met there. A year back, we met at a place of my choice, and this year it was Kevin's turn to pick a place and invite us. Kevin did a conference call and told us that year we were going to Dubai. As decided, we gathered at the hotel suite on Friday night. We met up and planned what to do at that weekend. We decided to go and took part in the Jeep rally happening nearby that weekend, because that was the reason Kevin chose Dubai. He always wanted to go on a Jeep rally, but couldn't got time before this. Kevin made the arrangements for the Jeep rally and made all of us registered for that. It was going to happen on Sunday morning, so we went to the football match on Saturday. It brought back out childhood memories when we used to watch these matches on TV and divide ourselves as 2 teams to support our favorite teams and cheer for them. We spent the day at football stadium cheering for our favorite teams, and later that night had dinner made by my talented friends, which was a news to me. I asked Thomas and Peter how they happened to learn cooking. They replied that they took few classes together a month ago to surprise us. Well, the rest of us did surprised by this, because they both had always been clumsy and carefree souls. After dinner, we went to a party that was happening nearby. We stayed there till late night and got tired with all the dancing at the party and drinks. Next morning, when we woke up, we all felt our heads were heavy because of last night. Kevin said, "Drink more water, that would do some good." So we drank a lot of water to calm ourselves. Kevin told us that he had to go to a pharmacist to buy a medicine because he was having severe headache. I went along with him to make sure he was okay. When we got out of the pharmacy, I stopped for a bit to watch the child playing with a ball around the street. Suddenly, I heard the loud screeching noise of car tires. I saw at the road at once where a car seemed to strike someone. I looked out for Kevin to see where he was, but couldn't find him. I got worried and went further down the road to see if he had gotten into an Uber. I didn't see him near me. I ran to see who was struck by the car. On reaching the place of accident, I found out that was Kevin. At that time, I felt like my heart would stop instantly. I got numb for a second. I heard people yelling, "Call the ambulance!" But all I could see was blood around him. I tapped his cheeks to make him talk to me. He opened his eyes and looked at me. Meanwhile, someone talked from behind that ambulance is on its way. I assured him nothing was going to happen to him and he would be okay. I asked him to stay with me and not to close his eyes, and that ambulance is coming in a couple of minutes. My eyes were drenched with tears, and I couldn't shake off the fact that he was badly injured and lost a lot of blood. I called the rest of my friends and told them Kevin had an accident and asked them to come down as soon as they could. The moment I put down the phone and saw into Kevin's eyes, they went blank and got closed. I tried to make him open his eyes, but he wasn't there to listen to me then. This might have happened in a couple of minutes, but it seemed to me like a long hour where I was begging Kevin to stay awake and not to close his eyes. He died in my arms, and I couldn't do anything to save him. I can still see him right here, excited to go on a Jeep rally and having dinner with us late night. It wasn't easy for any of us to accept the fact that Kevin is gone for forever. I can't shake off the feeling of seeing him dying right in front of my eyes, where he was all soaked up in his own blood. I shouldn't have stopped to watch a kid playing with football. We shouldn't have stayed out late that night so that he hadn't had a headache and he never went out for a medicine.